Look at that. Oh, she's so careful. Okay, so we have a spirit board. I'll show you what it looks like first. So, I got like a basic one. You got a spirit thingy? Yeah. This has letters, numbers. It has like the moon and the sun. Those are super important. I'll tell you why in a bit. They have a teardrop shaped pointer. This is called a planchette. And people put their fingers on it and they watch it move and it's supposed to spell out messages. So for example, if I type, what is your credit card number, and you're dead and you really, really like me, assuming you interact with me, assuming I'm having like a seance for you, you would tell me. That's how it's supposed to work. Now, in 1890, there's this dude called Charles Kennard, and he gathered investigators to start the Kennard Novelty Company, which is a toy company, by the way. Nowadays, they made these talking boards. The name Ouija is because it came from Helen Peters, who was his investor's sister-in-law, and she was a, quote, strong medium. In the 1800s, the idea of talking to the dead was popular, and they thought like it was wholesome, and it wasn't thought of as like a spirit board at the time. It was thought of as a toy, to be honest. But now they think it's like cynical. When focusing on the planchette while using the Ouija board, our brains won't always register that we caused the muscle twitches responsible for the movement, which is why we think it's like an outside force controlling us. That's especially true among people who believe more strongly in the power of fate, luck, and chance. I'm not even gonna test this, but here's what it looks like in general. So, how to use a spirit board? There's instructions, but assuming we read it. Actually, I studied this a little. Of course I did. The new thing to me is this one. This part was included. I think this is meant to be like asking questions like, hey, what date is it? What month is it? All that stuff. You should never ask when you're gonna die, by the way. You should never ask a spirit board when you're gonna die. Also, in terms of spirit boards, okay, so first off, you should never use it alone. Never use this alone. Always have someone with you. I don't care if you don't believe in this stuff. Don't do it alone. You're more vulnerable that way. Oh, you don't use it if you're depressed. Oh, no wonder I can't use it. Got humor. Don't use Ouija boards if you're suffering any sort of emotional, distraught feelings of any kind. I kid you not. Do not. You can't see it, but I'm doing this each time I say this. Do not use a Ouija board if you are depressed or any sort of issues that could like affect you mentally. Basically, the idea is that ghosts feed on negative energy. If you're happy and you use a Ouija board, okay, then supposedly you'll attract like positive ghosts, positive like cats, maybe a ghost cat, and they go like paw paw. But if you're a depressed mofo, you're gonna get like a spirit who's gonna take control of you. So you so here there's some numbers if you want like ask your credit card number. There's a yes, there's a no, there's the moon, and this is supposed to be the sun. The sun and the moon is technically like, you ask it, are you of the moon or the sun? I don't remember completely, but if they answer the moon, I don't think you're meant to trust it. The moon means it's not exactly friendly. The sun means that like it's probably okay. Yeah, the sun is okay. Another thing, if you're using a Ouija board, there's a planchette, right? This is what it looks like. This one doesn't have a mirror or anything. It's just like it's a hole. Your hole filler. So this has oh, it's such a cute eye. I see you. So you put it on here, right? Hold up, I can't show well. You put it on there. You ask it, are you of the moon and the sun? You place it on there and you do there. You hope it's the sun. If it says the moon, okay, goodbye. Always say goodbye, by the way. It's only polite. Always polite. Say goodbye when you're ending a seance. I don't think there is a goodbye. The goodbye is over here at the bottom. There's goodbye. You put it on goodbye. Goodbye. This one has other moon phases. I'm not entirely familiar what moon phases there are though. So I think what you're supposed to like, oh, what's your name? You gotta introduce yourself and be like, hey yo, my name is Shiori, what is up? I am Shiori Novella, up with the latest episode of Minecraft, episode 10,000, in this special where we want to know what your favorite mob is in Minecraft. And then if it starts making like an 8, pretend you can see an 8. You can see it, right? It's an 8. If they start making an 8, you should immediately say goodbye. By the way, you should immediately say goodbye. The infinity symbol is meant that it's trying to gather energy. It's trying to like steal energy, actually. Supposedly. So immediately say goodbye. The infinity symbol is like, it's going nuts. It's going nuts. It's trying to gather energy from you. It's not good. You do not want it to have energy with you. Also, they also say, don't let go of someone's hand. You should have salt around you when you're doing a Ouija board. It's kind of like that. So, and there's this dude. I think his name starts with a Z. I'm just gonna I think his name is Zero. Zero is a bad spirit. Why do I know this? I just know it, okay? Zero is a bad spirit. If his name is Zero, you basically should say goodbye. Any name that starts with a Z, I'm sorry if your name is Zach, Zeke, Zachary, Zukari. If their name starts with a Z, goodbye. Immediately say goodbye. I don't care if your loved one was named Zickery, Mitch, Much, Moo, or something. Anything with a Z, goodbye. Immediately say goodbye. That's supposed to be an evil demon. Anything with a Z, evil demon. I'm sorry, Zach. Don't name your children Zach. You'll never be able to do a seance with them. So that's the thing with Ouija boards.